Can I explain this one? How in the first place I know what this means, widerlegen? This is really simple. Because if you ever study German, wieder means, re. But wieder is more like contra, counter, counter. You already know this, right? But what happens in French? But there is a really tricky part in French. In French, re-edit, rewrite, re-edit, re-écrit. If you ever actually had a re, it could be diversified or it could be classified into two different cases. You have to memorize, and this would be the trickiest part of French. Sometimes re means, you actually, touch it once more and edit it. But if you ever actually see the re-écrire, or if you ever see similar sentence like that, then this means you refute it. You actually criticize it. Some of Latin words, if you ever use a re, you have to make a clear distinction because there is no indication or no indicative sign that can be palpable. So you have to previously learn it by heart. Sometimes a re means just touch it once more, or you actually work on it, and your written statement can be revised. It could be done in that way, truly revised for revised's sake. That's what it can be done. But in certain cases, re means refute. You actually touch the issue once more. That would normally be accompanied with a very negative nuance. If someone opens up one's mouth once more to actually mention the issue once more, or preach the issue once more and rehash the issue, then this means the criticism. There is a negativity in it. Let me actually find it in a dictionary. 이거는 너무나 재밌는 거예요. But in German sense, there is no ambiguity. No zone for ambiguity. How in the first place is possible? Because there is a tiny spelling change. Normally, wieder, W-I-D-E-R, V-I-D-E-R, wieder means contra, counter. V-I-D-E-R. That's meant wieder, retry once more. But in French, there is no distinction. You have to actually memorize it. Let me show you. Hang on, hang there, Let me get there. This is really interesting. In French, it was a somewhat riddlesome challenge unless you actually study it ahead of time. Or you can actually definitely draw cues and hints from the contextual understandings, right? That's really the best, definitely. Hang on, I have to actually get there. Yeah. You see this, right? Réputation, no. I'm not lying. It's not a réputation. Écrit. Redire. A redire is a really great example. Re-speak, retouching. This is really like criticism. Don't get fooled by it. Redire. Oh yeah, redire. Yeah. Non. Then where is it? I don't know. Let me actually try to find it here. Écrire. Oh, there were certain cases that would have clearly recognized that. Ja, das ist nicht möglich. dann mussten sie das finden. Aber warten Sie mal, warum ist das nicht? Es gibt keine Beispiele, dann das wir ein bisschen schamhafte Overdose. Nein. Aber bitte. Oh, was hier geschah, versteht das ich nicht. Versteht das nicht. Ein bisschen bizarrer. Kann ich normalerweise sofort wie möglich dieses Beispiel detektieren und finden? Nein. I'm so sorry, I cannot find it. But it's really the case, I'll update you on it. It's really shameful, but I can't actually find it. What happens? I don't know. Je sais pas pourquoi, parce que je ne trouvais pas ce qui est passé. Parce que, because, I just really don't want to actually disgrace other Korean people. They're really smart and they're extremely great enough to serve as a model nation, especially handling and tackling this coronavirus. Many different international press definitely named the South Korea's high technology in medicine also as the world's best, right? That's really the case. But what I want to say is, I just really don't like the very dark influence of my relatives on me. I don't think I would be emancipated from them. I don't think I would be separated from them. There were just certain invisible connections. Those people had a certain, acquaintances that they were well rooted, they were heavily tied up with this, establishment or the countries, right? And that's really the reason I just really can't actually think of myself being completely, severed from them. That always creates a certain type of anxiety. The more I actually, read a certain written passages or paragraphs containing their thoughts and sentiments, I can actually, sense them, then the more I would be so frightened and emotionally traumatized. Then this would actually, immediately bring me back to the darkest day of my life. I don't want to actually think about it, and it definitely gives me a lump in my throat. I'm so sorry. I would even feel emotionally charged as if whenever I think of them, because they're really like the evil enemy, and I just really don't want to actually antagonize them unnecessarily. But it's true. I actually since their fingerprints literally left on the surface, they're actually stickier than coronavirus. They're everywhere. I just really want to leave, this virus-free, status. I just want to live in the virus-free area and zone where I would be completely immune and exempted from the dark influence and the power of them. Because I just really wanted to slash that through to get me disconnected from them. Oh, I just really don't like that. The more I would actually realize that their powers would infringe on me, the more I feel gut-wrenching. I feel like, my heart is dying and bleeding. I don't like them. And they don't like me either. Why can't we be, alienated? That's all I'm asking for. I want to be estranged. Can I get a restraining order to shut me off from them? Because I never asked to be part of them, and they had no right to pass a judgment on my life, which is really pathetic. I don't really need you. Yeah, anyway.